So I know that you spent 9 months teaching in a Jesuit school in Honduras.
Indeed.
So how did your time there impact your views on policies and the human condition?
Well, that would be a long answer, but I had never spent any time outside the United States when I lived there. Never had spent any time in a culture or community different than the one I grew up in. And it was just a transformative experience. I guess maybe the main thing was what I learned from the people that I worked with, and it was one of the poorest countries in the Western Hemisphere at the time. And this one mentor I had, this brother named Jim O'Leary, made me decide to devote the rest of my life to public service. Broadly defined, so I was a civil rights lawyer for 17 years and then got into politics. But I just learned from these folks, my students and their families, and this mentor I had, that I should use the skills I have to try to help others. And so I've kind of been on I've been on a path ever since I was there, and it's been enormously influential in my life.
Well, you said that you've been involved in politics, law, and education. Which one of those three would you consider to be the most rewarding?
Wow. You know, here's the way I look at it. I think the way I look at it is I've always been trying to do something to help others, and there's a million ways to do it. So I did it as a civil rights lawyer for a while. I've done it as a teacher. I've done it as an elected official. Now I'm doing it as a party chair, trying to help the president be successful. And I kind of feel like anything that you do to help others, be a PTA president, be a teacher, you do anything is good. So, and if you make your goal helping others, there's never going to be a shortage of things to do. So you'll always be able to find something to do. So.
Well, switching gears, in light of the primaries in Pennsylvania and Arkansas, what do you think will be the biggest challenges that the Democratic Party has to face now?
I think actually we felt pretty good with the primaries last night, because the one race that was more than a primary, that was actually putting somebody into the legislature, was the special election of Congress in a district that John Kaine won in 2008, and the Democrat won a big upset victory that we feel pretty good about. I think our biggest challenge is this: that historically, a president in their first midterm elections has a headwind in the face. And the party that has the White House normally will lose 28 House seats and 4 Senate seats in the midterm election. And we're not living in normal times either, so the more economic anxiety, the more electoral volatility. So that means there's just a historic trend that we have to fight against. But I think we're going to be able to do it because we got a successful president who's had a good record, and we got good candidates.
Thank you so much for this interview.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
I'm very happy to have a chance to meet you.